Hi everyone, welcome to History with Holly. Today I'm going to talk about the work of MC Beaton. Now, MC Beaton is a very, very famous British author. Most of her work was written in the late 20th century, and she's most famous for her books about Hamish Macbeth, the Scottish policeman, police procedural, crime fiction, and her Agatha Raisin series, who's an amateur detective based in the Cotswolds, and she, solves mysteries, blah blah blah. It's cozy crime fiction, and I've loved it. I love it. I've loved both those series. Anyway, I moved from Canberra to Wagga, and the online resources at the Wagga City Library are totally disparaged compared to the resources of the ACT library system, online resources. So I was able to listen to all the Agatha Raisin and Hamish Macbeth series while I was part of the Canberra City Library. Now I can get like half of the Agatha Raisins and barely any of the Hamish Macbeth. So pretty devastated, but also, as I'm a bit stingy, don't want to buy them on Audible. So I thought, you know what? I was in a bit of a mood for a bit of NC Beaton. So I thought, what other stuff's she written? Surely there's other things. So I'm working my way through them. So she's done this series called The Six Sisters, which is set in Regency London. The first one's called Minerva, and it's basically based on these six sisters, daughters of a vicar, go to London. So it's Regency stuff, Jane Austen era, and it's great. Love it. Minerva, this older daughter, she's quite prudish, daughter of a vicar, so quite very religious, very moralistic. She goes to London for the season because the vicar's spends all his money on hunting and hounds, and then, runs out of money. So she has to go and make a rich marriage to save the family, whatever. It's all about the challenges of country life versus London, being a member of the Ton, and the ethics challenged, and it's all very light, and my husband calls it schlock when he hears me listening to it, but I don't care. I love it. But it did make me think about the place of women, and how much we've changed. Things have changed. The only way for a family to get out of poverty was to have the oldest daughter go and make a rich marriage. Like literally the only way. And the main focus for the vicar to send his oldest daughter off to London to get married, even though she had no desire to go and join this world and get married, she was very happy managing her family household and visiting parish people as they did, was to send the twin brothers to Eton. So it's all about, the man, and in the end, the only way she does save the family is for the generosity of the man she falls in love with, and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I don't know. I love it, but really, I don't really want my daughter listening to that stuff. Well, if I do, it's when she'll be older and she'll recognise that this is not the way women are treated. So I guess sometimes it's useful to listen to that stuff because we can remind ourselves of how lucky we are and how far we've come based on, on the backs of the women who have worked to give us these rights. So just a bit of a feminist point. Anyway, there's a couple of other things she's written. I'm working my way through them. They're all basically the same thing. Damsel in distress, goes, asserts herself, has a massive change of blah, 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 falls in love with a rich dude, happily ever after. So yeah. If you're into that sort of thing, highly recommend it for a bit of light holiday reading. If you're not into that sort of thing, no, it is, as my husband would say, schlock, and probably not worth your while. But always good to think, what are the experiences of the minorities in these books, and how do we represent them? How far have we come, and who do we have to thank for that? Thanks for listening. Like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this content.